Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff Escow!
Doing about time!
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome one and all. This is Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. I'm the host, Jeff Escow. I'll bring Sean, the co-host, in just a minute. We got a jam-packed 2-hour show for us. We do this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
simple. Figure it out for yourself.
that's right, my friend. How's everybody doing? Let's get all the particulars out the way before we get started. You can listen to this show right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Also on HonestAnswerRadio.com. Our chat room is over at Spreaker.com. If you don't have a free account, head on over there. Get yourself a free account. Come on over into our chat room. Hang out with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. Sports World Radio over there on Spreaker, so join us there. Okay, we are also on iTunes. Check us out on iTunes. Sports World Radio. Subscribe to our iTunes channel over there as well. Like our Facebook page, at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. And if you want to give us a call, Skype users, click on SportsWorldRadio.com. Click on the little red button that says call now on the left-hand side of the page, and you can call the show. For our other users out there that don't use Skype, 619-663-3715. That's 619-663-3715 is the number to get in touch with the show. With all that out the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that crazy bastard himself, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
Hello and good afternoon, everybody, and good evening. I am Sean Mann, your host and also co-host with Jeff Escow for Sports World Radio. It is 6:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:06 p.m. on the West. It is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2014. I'm doing really well, Jeff. It's been kind of a nice, cool day for weather-wise, like in the 50s, and I'm really enjoying this weather a lot. How are you, buddy, and how's the weather down in San Diego?
I'm doing great, and it's windy out here today, man. It's going to be blowing 10 to 20 to 30 miles an hour, man. It's windy. Glad I'm not playing golf today. Woo.
Yeah, rough day for those golfers and stuff. That wind blowing, you don't even know where that golf ball is going to be aiming or where it's going to go.
No, it's pretty windy, man. It's pretty windy out here. So how's everything with you, my friend? What's up there, Dr. Myth? And he says, hello, Bathroom Hobbit. And I guess he's talking to you.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Little bastard can't learn how to stop with the bathroom stuff, but I'm used to it.
You should be used to it by now.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Should be
I'm
used to it by now.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good. So, what do you say we get right into the first topic of the day, my friend?
Okay, the first story we're going to get to, and I've been itching to get this one out of the way for a long time. Deshaun Jackson is no longer a free agent. Deshaun Jackson is staying in the NFC East. It's not his Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to go to the Washington Redskins. And, Jeff, does this move make the Redskins the team to beat in the NFC East?
I'm surprised freaking Gary's not here. Hey, Joshy. I'm surprised Gary's not here.
Were you shocked that this move happened? Did you think that the Redskins were not going to get him? Did you think he was going to go to your Giants or to
I was hoping he was going to go to my Giants, but you know, the Redskins did the right thing. They didn't let him leave town without signing a contract. That's smart. That's really smart.
Yeah, it is smart, and this was a good thing they got done. The money was going to come. A humble Deshaun Jackson wanted a little bit more when choosing his new team, and it happens to be the Redskins. Robert Griffin III, RG3, says he's excited. He's ready to work with Deshaun Jackson, and the coach of the Redskins believes that it just made the Washington Redskins a very good football team.
I'm kind of glad that the Giants bolstered up on their defense now. You know?
I can't wait until
till Redskins go into Philadelphia now. It's going to be awesome.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That first meeting that they're going to have in Philadelphia, and what kind of a reception Deshaun Jackson's going to get in 2014 season.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see now because I had a feeling he was going to stay in the NFC East. I just had that feeling. And sure enough, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't see anybody in the AFC that really had a good chance of getting him. I thought, if there's any team he's going to go to, it'll be the NFC East. And you'd rule out Dallas. If there were two teams, it would be the Redskins or the Giants. So Deshaun Jackson said, I'm tired of this. I want to pick the Redskins, and he really now wants to stick it to the Philadelphia fans. And I wonder what Browning and TCB are thinking about this.
They must be upset. You notice how they don't come to the show when something bad happens to their team. They don't come to the show a lot when we're not in football season. You notice that?
Yeah, and that happens
Bastards.
too. But you notice Jeff comes here, and his teams sometimes don't do well.
I'm here all the time.
My teams don't always do well, but hey, that's the way it goes. You win some, you lose some.
Well, we don't have a choice, Sean. We got to be here.
Yeah.
You know.
And in the end, they signed him. Jackson signed his 4-year contract with the Redskins on Wednesday because the final year voids if he's on the roster 5 days after the Super Bowl in 2017. It's really a 3-year deal. The contract, Jeff, here's what it is. It's worth $24 million with $16 million guaranteed and a $5 million signing bonus.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted the money, and that's what he got.
Now, do they have a chance of winning a championship?
There's a lot of people thinking that are the Redskins really the team to beat the NFC East? Hard to say. That NFC East always hasn't been one of the best the last couple years. I know it's gone down to like the last game, and with Dallas always losing 3 straight years. But you have to keep in mind that it's been like a 500 division. It's hard to say if the Redskins really are the team to beat in that NFC East division. What do you think?
Well, the Redskins just got a whole lot better, though. I'll tell you that.
They did.
They just got a whole lot better. Made that division a lot more interesting.
And if you think a team is really, really happy, that not just with the Redskins, RG3 is very excited. What would you think about RG3 and Deshaun Jackson, Jeff?
It's going to be interesting to see because now they can go long. Now they can spread that defense, Yeah,
and RG3 has to be healthy. Remember, he got injured against Seattle in that NFC wildcard game last year. And then he wasn't very good last year. So the Redskins know that after, they go 10-6, they win the division, and then they don't make it. And then last year they go 2-14.
Yeah, I know. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see what the Redskins do. They got a whole brand new personnel over there. The Redskins they got a new coach, the new offense, new personnel. So it's going to be a totally different team over there, and they're still the Redskins. So we'll see what happens.
The encyclopedia, man, you hit it right there. Their defense is horrible, and I will agree with you. If the Redskins really want to win this division and be a championship caliber team, the next move Daniel Snyder has to make is improve the defense of the Washington Redskins if they want to have a chance of having a winning record for the Washington Redskins and going from last to first or maybe last to a wild card team. Because that NFC East, that's anybody's division, but we'll see. Like I said, it's like the last couple years, it's been nothing but a 500 division, and it's always come down to the last game for somebody to clinch it, and it's always been, of course, I hate to bring them up like we always do, but Dallas, because we know it's been 3 straight losing years, and then the opposing team knocks them out of the playoffs, and Philadelphia, of course, has knocked them out twice, and then of course the Giants did and the Redskins did. So that NFC East is it's like a toss-up. I always call it a toss-up every year.
we'll see what happens. We'll see. It's going to be now that he's stayed in the NFC East and he's with the Skins, and he's going to play those Eagles twice, and he's got to play the Giants twice, and he's going to play Dallas twice, and it's going to be interesting to see how they use him. Whether they use him as a slot receiver or a wide receiver, they use him on punt returns, they use him on kickoffs, they use him in the backfield. It depends on how they're going to use him. I mean, they can use him in all of those right there. So it's going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how many times he bails out RG3 by standing over there by the sideline, so RG3 could throw him the ball without running, because they're not going to want RG3 to run too much. He gets one quick hit in the knee and he's done. Don't matter who's else is on the offense. That team is finished. You know that, right?
Yeah, that team is finished, and you got to remember last year. Actually, it wasn't 2-14. I was close. The Redskins last year had a disappointing 3-13 season. That's where they made a lot of moves. They fired Mike Shanahan as their head coach and brought in Jay Gruden, and now 2 receivers. So the Redskins aren't wasting any time. They're really going to work.
Well, you got to understand now. It's a whole new offensive system that RG3's got to learn. So it's a good thing that he signed when he signed, because camp starts, from what I understand, in a couple of weeks. So he's going to be able to go in there and start learning the offense right away. So it's a whole new offense that everybody's got to learn. Even, it's the head coach's offense, I'm sure, because he was the offensive coordinator from Cincinnati, and he's now the head coach of Washington.
Yeah, and I got a little bit more to add about this story. We'll come back right after this commercial break.
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. I'm the host, Jeff Escal. Sean Mann with me like he is each and every day here at Sports World Radio. Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. on the west, 6 p.m. on the east. And if you live in the central,
you have to figure that out for yourself.
That's right, my friends. Okay, Sean, you said you had something else to say about Deshaun Jackson going to Washington?
Yeah, I was going to agree with you there too, Jeff, before we went to the commercial break, that this move is going to be interesting because, like you said, when a new coach gets hired, that system, like you said, is going to be entirely new. So we'll see how well the Redskins look in 2014.
Yeah, entirely new. So, I mean, entirely new. So we'll see. You're right. We're going to have to see what happens when it comes up. Okay, what's the next topic you got, my friend?
All right, the next story we got here, Jeff, Sports World Radio. Last night was a big night in the NBA, and one of the games I mentioned in my update, which had huge playoff implications, comes from Dallas. Last night, in what was a classic game, Mark Jackson has really turned the Golden State Warriors around. And not only that, the Warriors have really put the Mavericks on the brink of being eliminated from the playoffs. Last night, the Warriors defeat Dallas 122 to 120. And I got to ask you, Jeff, we eliminated both Dallas and Golden State. Just how good are the Warriors? What do you think?
They're better than the way you sound right now on the freaking phone. I'll tell you that. Hold on. Unstinking believable. Skype is really being a bastard today, man. I just don't get it. Let me hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're playing a lot better than Skype is. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Skype is acting up, though. But anyway, this was a big game last night because Golden State, they really came out and wanted to play spoiler. And if you're the Mavericks, you're going to need to really, really pray. You've only got 7 games left in the regular season. If you're Dallas, you have to go 7-0 win the rest of your games, or go 6-1 just to get into the NBA playoffs. And Mark Cuban very well knows that if he doesn't see that, he will not be very pleased again with not seeing his Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs.
He's going to be really pissed off. He's going to be really pissed off. Oh well.
Well, the way I look at it, if Dallas overtakes Phoenix and gets past them, Dallas still does not have a very good chance to even win in the first round, because if the playoffs started today and Dallas overtook them, Dallas would have to open up against San Antonio. The chances aren't very good.
No. They'd be done in 4 games. Be a sweep. Anybody, let me say something. Anybody in the 8th seed this year, and either one of them, I don't even know why you're bothering to try to make the playoffs, the Knicks, the Mavericks, because you're just going to get wiped out in the first round anyway.
Yeah.
And then you don't even get a pick, and the Knicks don't even get a pick anyway, so it don't matter if they make the playoffs or not. They got nothing. I would rather them not make the playoffs, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, and that's another point to get to. In the Eastern Conference for the NBA, the Knicks and the Hawks are, of course, battling it out for that last playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
Knicks still 1 game out, right?
Yeah, they're 1 game behind the Atlanta Hawks, and the Knicks have got 7 games left. The Hawks have got 9 games left. So whatever happens, it's going to be real interesting to see how things turn out between Atlanta and New York for that last playoff spot.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they're going to play either Miami or Indiana, and right now Miami is sitting at top at number 1, right?
Miami, ever since Miami lost the game against Indiana, they have started to say, you know what?
They turned it on a little bit.
We're the 2-time defending NBA champions until somebody beats us. We're going to step it up, and we're going to still show you that we can still beat you at any level or any part of the game. And Indiana, they won last Wednesday. They were sitting, what were we talking about, 3 games ahead of Miami for the top spot. And I thought, well, it might just be more than enough for Indiana to get the top seed. Now that one is a toss-up right there in the Eastern Conference. And I'm looking at the standings right now. Toronto, they improved. Brooklyn, they made the playoffs.
How many is Miami in front of Indiana by? Half a game?
Yeah, half game.
Okay. A half a game. And the Knicks are down. Knicks are out by 1 over Atlanta, correct?
Yeah.
Still 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They got a big game coming up against Brooklyn on ESPN, don't they?
And with Brooklyn, that game's coming up here in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Nets clinching the playoffs, Brooklyn is probably saying, okay, we want to be like the Kings of New York. We want to knock the Knicks out of there. So let's just see if we can play the spoiler, knock the Knicks out of playoff contention even further. Every game is a playoff game for the Knicks to get that.
Yeah, I
last
know.
spot.
Kind of stinks, but they put themselves in there. You
That's
know?
what happens when you're the eighth. When you're battling it out for the A seed and you're battling it out with one or maybe two teams. You're going to need luck on your side just to get in there, and you're going to need the other teams to lose.
Yes, you are. And I'm watching the Kansas City Royals lose in extra innings to the Tigers 2-1. That kind of stinks.
Yeah.
That's my dark horse team this year, the Kansas City Royals. I think I'm taking them. Yeah, I don't want the Knicks to make the playoffs, to tell you the truth. I really don't. Because that's just going to give more chutzpah to keeping the coach, and I really don't want that. You know?
Yeah, and here's another story. We stay in the NBA. Here's a poll that just came out today. James Dolan, today. James Dolan, they're saying, is the NBA's worst NBA owner. The last time the Knicks made it to the NBA Finals was 1999. They reached the conference final in Dolan's second season.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, though, the Knicks have won just one playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
That could be one reason that Dolan came in last in ESPN.com's ownership rankings.
Do you really throw any credence to that crap? It happens to be right for his sake because he is a schmuck.
And he finally got off the couch and hired Phil Jackson
But if
to
they're
take
going
over.
to do, okay. Where was Jerry Jones on that list?
It just says the NBA's list. It doesn't say anything about Jerry Jones being one of the worst owners because they're probably saying, oh, he's good. He's won 3 Super Bowls. But what about him as far as the general manager is concerned? I didn't want to
I'd
bring
have
up
to
too
put
much
Jerry Jones right there with James Dolan right there on that list, last place. In his league, too. I don't care who it is. You know? I don't care who it is. Not one bit.
Well, here's what Dolan said. He goes, quote, my goal isn't to be loved, Dolan said last month on ESPN New York 98.7 FM's The Michael Kay Show. My goal is to win for this basketball team.
Well, you should have stepped away a long time ago. And just let people do what they need to do. That's what you should have done. But it took you this long to, and I can almost guarantee you he's not going to fully step away. He's gonna screw this whole thing up. I know he is.
And for Knick fans, and you being the big Knick fan, you've just been shaking your head about so many of all the coaching moves that they've made. Like, it's like Van Gundy, Isaiah Thomas, D'Antoni, Mike Woodson. It's like the list goes on.
Getting rid of Van Gundy was the worst move they made.
Yeah, because Jeff Van Gundy, after Pat Riley left, he came in and turned that whole team around. Because remember, Don Nelson was there for a short time, then they brought in Van Gundy, and then he turned the Knicks around.
He did a great job. A great job. A great job. They're going to need a good coach, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they do. And Phil Jackson is the one that can make that all happen with trying to find the right man to coach this team, because I've always said it time after time, Mike Woodson was not the answer from day one for that team.
I was not happy when they hired him as the head coach. Not happy at all. I never liked him.
Or even Mike D'Antoni.
That was these last 2 coaches they had are freaking terrible, and I can't believe he's still there. Now I understand that. Now I know why, because they're going to let him finish out the season. But still, come on. They should have never hired him to begin with. He's not a freaking good coach, man, as far as I'm concerned. Not one freaking bit.
Yeah, he isn't a good coach. He hasn't had very good coaching experience in the playoffs. He didn't do a very good job with the Hawks, and then the Hawks decided to let him go and go with a different coach. He goes, look, as far as being liked and disliked, I know what my job is. I know what I have to do. I go about doing it. That's what James Dolan said. He goes, quote, you're not going to be liked by everybody.
Yeah. You're not liked by your own fans. What does that have to say to you, you know? Come on, man. What does that have to say, you know? If you're not liked by your own fans, you got a freaking problem, don't you? Don't you?
I can just see Jeff having like a T-shirt or some kind of
Cracks me
a
up,
page on Facebook saying, "Fire James Dolan or get him out of
Nah,
town."
that's not going to happen. He's making too much money.
He has to sell the team,
He's
though.
making way too much money. Way too much money for that to happen. You know?
Another thing he adds is if your goal is to be liked by everybody, I don't think you are going to do such a good job because you are going to worry more about that than making the right decision.
Well, that I happen to agree with him on. I don't care if anybody likes me or dislikes me. I give a flying fig. You know, that's the way you got to live your life. You can't live your life on praying that everybody likes you. Who cares? People aren't going to like you. Who cares?
Yeah, it's going to turn out that some people are going to like me, and if people dislike with me, hell with them. I know I've got a good life, and I don't have to worry about those twerps.
That's right. Screw 'em.
They're not worth the time.
Is a game in the Garden tonight, or is it? Yeah, it looks like it's in the Garden tonight, huh?
Yep, at MSG tonight.
I'm surprised. A lot of things going on at the Garden. I mean, last weekend they had the NCAA tournament. Last couple of nights they've had the NIT tournament. Now they got freaking Knicks playing there. A lot of basketball going on right now in Madison Square Garden. A lot of changing of the floor happening over there for Madison Square Garden between the NCAA tournament, the NIT tournament, and the Knicks floor. Wow, that's 3 floors that they had to change over there at Madison Square Garden. And, you know, that's pretty crazy, huh?
It'll be packed tonight, no question about it, because this is every
Brooklyn.
game's a playoff game for the Knicks. But
And they're
we'll see what
playing the
happens.
Nets.
On that note, we have a commercial break.
And they're playing the Nets. Sports World Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta? Can you come back tomorrow? Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, we're back. Welcome to Sports World Radio. I'm the host, Jeff Escow. And joining me is my good buddy, Sean Mann, the update man. It's the co-host like he is each and every day here at 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
You have to figure it out for yourself.
that's damn Skippy. Hey, in the second hour of the show today, Sean and I are going to be doing our MLB awards that we like to give them out at the beginning of the year. So, and then we'll name them again at the half season and at the end of the season and see how we did throughout the year, see if we were right or how smart we really are. Because Sean and I are really smart. So we're going to give out our managers of the year, our Cy Youngs of the year, our MVPs of the year, and whatever else Sean can come up with between then and now. So look forward to that in the second hour of the show today, or whatever our encyclopedia boy can come up with between then and now as well. See you, Dr. Mithy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget, we do the show each and every Monday through Friday, 2 hours a freaking day. So join us. With WrestleMania coming up this Sunday, I'm going to take the second hour of our show on Friday, and we're going to talk wrestling. All things WrestleMania from the second hour of our show on Friday. So join us for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And if I can get Josh, Encyclopedia Boy, to come on in that second hour of the show, because he's our wrestling guru here at Sports World Radio. We're going to be talking all things WrestleMania. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to have Josh with us. I'm going to see if I can get Kenny C to join us, because he's a wrestling fan as well, and he does a wrestling show as well. So we're going to do all things wrestling on Friday in the second hour of Sports World Radio show. So join us for some WrestleMania talk on Friday for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Sean, you just get to kick back and chill.
Sounds like a plan.
Right? I'm giving you a little break there, my buddy friend.
Cool.
The guy's been with me for 6.5 years. He deserves a break. And all you people are saying, what do you mean he deserves a break? He just came back from vacation. I know. But I got to treat him like with kid gloves so he doesn't go nowhere. So give him a little break. Look at him, he's laughing. He's laughing at me. All right there, Mr. Shawnee. What's the next story of the day?
All right, Jeff. The next story we go to Seattle. The investment group, this is from the NBA, trying to bring men's professional basketball back to Seattle, is remaining focused on the NBA, even if landing a hockey franchise could happen sooner. Quote, no one in our ownership group is interested in being a majority owner in an NHL franchise. That's been the case since the start, said Chris Hansen, who led the unsuccessful effort last year to purchase the Sacramento Kings and move them to Seattle. He goes, quote, I've certainly, talked about our ownership group about this and with our ownership group. And I think if somebody really wanted to, it would be easier than bringing in an outside party. So, Jeff, we've talked a lot about this on shows past. Do we see NBA returning to Seattle? Because a lot of people in Seattle have never gotten over the fact that the Sonics moved to OKC.
I hope so. I want to see those Supersonics again.
And see the Key Arena. Remember that? And the old days there.
Seattle Supersonics. That's a great name for a ball club, man. The Seattle Supersonics.
Well, you remember them back in the days of Lenny Wilkens when you were growing up being the big basketball fan. Me, it was in the 90s with Peyton and Sean Kemp and Detlef Schrempf and George Carl and Dave McMillan.
Right. See, you go that way. I go downtown Freddie Brown, Jack Sikma, Lenny Wilkens. I go that way.
Coming for a Seattle, if they bring basketball back, then the last time a team won an NBA championship in Seattle, of course, was 1979, and that was when Lenny Wilkens was head coach. But first, they have to get it worked out really, really quick about getting the NBA back because, where I live, there are a lot of people that are still very, very disgusted that the NBA, which was so popular in Seattle, moved out and moved to Oklahoma City. There were a lot of people that still didn't like that, and I happen to agree with them because, OKC is a great basketball team for the NBA, but I didn't know if it was wise to put NBA in there because I've always said that Oklahoma is more of a college basketball state and college football state instead of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. And
the point is that I would like to hopefully see that too. If the NBA can work it out and they decide to bring NBA back to Seattle, that'd be great. Jeff, this would be kind of weird.
I don't care if they have a hockey team out there whatsoever. I want to see another NBA team out there. I want to see an NBA team here in San Diego.
Or maybe in Las Vegas.
That will never happen.
You don't think there'll be
You'll
NBA
never see a
Las
professional
Vegas?
team in Las Vegas. You know why?
Why?
Because there's legal gambling there. That's why.
It's the gambling capital of the world.
That's right. That's why you'll never see a professional team in there. I'm surprised they have a college team there, UNLV, you know?
Yep.
But that's why you'll never see a professional team there. NBA does their summer league there in Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun. You know, but that's about as close as you're going to get. There might be a couple professional games played there, but you're not going to get a team there.
Even as rumors continue to circulate about the NHL having interest in Seattle as a market sooner rather than later, Hansen said his job would be to find someone willing to partner with his group and their proposed arena in Seattle. The arena has been approved by both the Seattle City Council and King County Council pending environmental reviews. So there's a lot of stuff that still needs to happen in order to bring the NBA back to Seattle, but at least they're trying to work this out to bring NBA back there. But I don't know about NHL in Seattle. I don't know if they'd really be big in having an NHL team there.
It rains a lot in Seattle. How are you going to keep the ice from melting? Hey, freaking Laura is in the house. Holy
Laura,
freaking
it's good
cannoli.
to see you.
Oh, my Lord. I'm going to have a heart attack. Oh, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Oh.
Be careful. Laura will come kick your butt, Jeff.
I know. She's going to put the bat to me. I'm going to enjoy that. Make sure she handcuffs me and puts the bat to me.
I could ask Laura about that, too, what
See,
she would
she
think about
happens
having
to-
NHL.
I'm at home for once. Thanks for joining us, Laura. She happens to show up at the exact time we happen to be talking about hockey. How about that?
Well, yeah, Laura, I know you're going to be ready for the NHL playoffs. They're coming up 2 weeks from today, actually.
And I shove it. Look. And Laura, we've expanded the show. We do 2 hours from 3 to 6 on the west and from 6 to 8 on the east. And if you live in the central,
Figure it out for yourself.
that's right. Too bad Laura lives in the central, so she'll be figuring it out from herself. So we do this Monday through Friday for 2 hours. So it's nice to see that you got a little time off from work that you can join us here at Sports World Radio. Thank you very, very much over there. We appreciate your patronage here at Sports World Radio. And she happens to show up when we're talking hockey. Since we do 2 hours, we expanded the world can't take, 2 hours a day, babe. The world's taking me. It's the way it is. And we talk more hockey, too. We also have more guests we come on in the second hour of the show. It's a completely different show. You have to show up. You have to check out our Monday show and our Tuesday show because we have different guys that come on Mondays and Tuesdays. It's a whole freaking thing over here. It's wacky.
I'm glad that she's always welcome. Laura's always been a great friend, and I'm glad that she could show up and just relax and enjoy it. Yeah, Laura, we were talking about the possibility of the NHL in Seattle, and I was going to ask you too, Laura, what's your thoughts about that?
I don't think Seattle can handle a hockey team. It rains too much there. How the hell are they going to keep the ice freaking from melting?
I'm not sure in the Emerald City. I don't know how they would do that.
You know, that's pretty freaking crazy. How are you going to keep the ice from melting?
That's a good question. See, NHL in Seattle, I can't picture it. I can't envision it.
All right, I'm looking at the minor league hockey of channels right now. Wow, they're getting ready to play some hockey. Look at that.
There's a hockey game on tonight after the show I'm going to be watching.
See, you're going to be watching a hockey game after the show, and I'm going to be watching a basketball game after the show.
Well, it'll be going on, won't it? Because it's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
I have ESPN right in front of me right now. I'm waiting for the game to come on right now, you rat bastard.
I know you do. So,
hey,
yeah,
you
that's
as
one
a
of the big
you okay? Listen to me. I you know me. I don't follow hockey a lot. You as a hockey fan, and we have. Look at Laura. She says, "Hey Laura, if you want to join the show, because we do have Skype working, head on over to SportsWorldRadio.com. Click the little red button on the left-hand side that says Call Now, and there's your Skype, and it'll automatically call the show here if you want to join us. How about them apples? Since we are talking hockey.
That is true.
So you can do that if you want, Laura. But are the Boston Bruins on the top of their division there?
Wish we had our hockey man here, our hockey
He works.
expert. Yes,
You know what?
they are on top. The Bruins have a total of 110 points.
Our hockey guru works as much as Laura. That's why he's not on the show no more. New laptop. Not sure if I got the mic configured. I will look into it. Well, there you go. New laptop, so your Skype should work freaking great.
New laptops always help when you get a perfect Skype connection.
Yeah, just head on. Anybody have Skype? You want to give us a holler? Yell at us? Agree with us? Disagree with us? Head on over to SportsWorldRadio.com. Click the little red button in the left-hand side that says Call Now. And Skype will do the rest, and it'll direct you right to the show, and you can call the show. Now, if you don't have Skype and you want to give us a holler, 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715 is our number here. We got an update coming at you. This is the first update of the day. This update is brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. For all your Keurig products, head on over to Keurig.coffeemachines.com. You looking for some coffee? You looking for some tea? You looking for a new coffee machine? Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Sports World Radio. And thanks to Laura and everybody in the chat room and everybody all over the world listening in. That's why we call it Sports World Radio. Welcome to the show. Here's our update. NHL, here are the games that we have for tonight. We have a total of 4 games. Tonight it'll be the Islanders at the Senators. The first game on NBC Sports Network, which is called the Versus Channel.
You know, you know something that would figure that you would start off with the hockey update.
First game on NBC Sports Network, the Versus Channel, the minor league channel of sports is what Jeff calls it.
Damn Skippy it is.
The Bruins at the Red Wings, and the other game on NBC Sports Network, it's the Coyotes at the Kings. And the Oilers are taking on the Mighty Ducks. So with NHL, it's kind of big because 2 weeks from today is the start of the NHL playoffs. We're not that far off from the NBA playoffs, by the way, but there are a lot of games here. 13 games on the NBA tonight. You got the Pistons at the Pacers. Big game for the Pacers because they are a half game behind Miami for the top spot in the Eastern Conference. The first game coming up in 14 minutes, it'll be the Nets taking on the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Cavaliers at the Magic, Bobcats at the 76ers, and if anybody wants to know, the 76ers have lost a total of 25 straight games. No joke. Rockets at the Raptors.
No joke.
Celtics at the Wizards. Bulls at the Hawks. Bucks at the Heat. That's big, too, because the Heat, they're in a battle with Indiana for that top spot in the Eastern Conference. Grizzlies at the Timberwolves. Warriors, after a big win against Dallas last night at the Spurs, and San Antonio is red hot in NBA basketball. Pelicans at the Nuggets. Clippers at the Suns. And the Lakers taking on the Kings. Hey, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. I'm the host, Jeff Escow, with Sean Mann. Like always, Sports World Radio every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
Damn skippy that is right there. All right, Shawnee, what's your next subject of the day?
Anyway, we get continuing right along. In the NBA, of course, we've covered a lot. In Major League Baseball, of course, as you know, Yu Darvish, of course, will be on my fantasy team, is expected to make his first start on Sunday. And, Jeff, with the way the Rangers are, and I know we've given out our picks already, how do you think Texas is going to look? Because it's going to be so different that they don't have Nolan Ryan there as one of their owners since he went down to Houston during the offseason.
He went down to Houston. He stayed in Texas, though, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He just went down to Houston. What a traitor.
Well, what he wants to do, Nolan Ryan feels like, okay, I've turned the Texas Rangers around in 2009 when I came in, and now I feel like Houston's had disappointments the last couple years. Yeah, and he's kind of saying, I want to turn a team around that has a $45 million payroll around.
Is that the lowest payroll in baseball?
Yeah, that's the Astros. They're last.
That's
$45 million.
Disgusting. Who's an Astros fan?
Not me, but I need the Astros to beat the Yankees tonight.
Again?
Yeah.
You don't need nothing. It's only the second game.
It's always good when the Yankees are losing.
Oh, my God. I hope Boston loses tonight.
Oh, yeah, sure. You want to do that just because you'll think of me. That's the only reason why.
Yeah. What time is that game on?
That game is coming up the same time that the Knicks and the Nets are playing.
So I'm guessing you're going to be watching that game, and then after that game is on, you're going to go watch the Boston Bruin game.
Yeah, I'll have 2 games going. I have one on my computer since I don't get Red Sox games on NESN, and I'll be watching the Bruins and the Red Wings on NBC Sports Network.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. What a homer you are.
I'm not a homer. Those are the teams. I stick with them to the end, just like Celtics.
Are the Celtics playing?
Yeah, Celtics are playing the Wizards tonight.
So how come you're not watching that game?
I'll be checking them out.
I'll be checking them out. Too bad the Patriots aren't playing. You can watch all 4 teams go at once.
Yeah, it'd be sweet. But sometimes it usually works where 3 teams are playing. There you go.
You got your 3 teams playing tonight, right?
Yeah, go 3 for 3. There you go.
No, you're going to go 0 for 3 tonight. How? No! Yes, that's the ultimate present to me, for me to you, is you go 0 for 3 tonight.
And then I'll come to the show and Jeff will say, how you doing? I'll be like, I'm in mourning.
I'll know that you went 0 for 3. I'll start off the show laughing tomorrow.
I'll be like, oh, can it?
And then we got Frank on tomorrow. He'll really rip you a new one.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
If you go 0 for 3 tomorrow. Or tonight. That'd be wonderful. I would like to see that.
That would not be very good.
Why not?
Because I'd be I'd be really sad and I'd be in personal mourning.
Red Sox are going to go on an 18-game losing streak. Celtics ain't making the playoffs. And the Boston Bruins, what? They're in first place in their division, right?
Yeah, first place in that division.
Yeah,
first place in all of hockey.
I see them losing a couple of games in a row coming up.
No, we need the home ice advantage.
No, I see them losing a couple of games in a row coming up. It's in their future.
Criminy.
Yeah, it's in their future. I see it, man. I don't know why, but I see it coming up in their future. Hey, Sean. Remember yesterday when I was making fun of you for taking your pictures while you were looking down?
Yeah.
Your selfies while you were looking down?
Yeah.
Okay, so today I was looking at this news report, and this selfie video, I guess, of all these people taking selfies of themselves went kind of viral. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen it on the news a little bit. Every single one of the selfies, not one of them are they looking down.
Oh, no. You're going to hit me with that?
And you know why?
Why?
Because this way they don't show their 16 million chins like you do.
There is absolutely nothing wrong, everybody, with my chins. And I can't wait to hear Laura's expression about this. I'm sure, since I have Laura as a friend on Facebook, I'm sure she would have something to say about it.
You got to stop taking them while you're looking down because it shows your 16,000 chins. Take them looking up.
So that's what you want. You want me to take a picture,
a selfie
of me
of looking up.
And the picture that has me looking up at the sky.
Yeah, up at the sky going with a big smile on your face thinking Sports World Radio's going up in the sky. Yeah.
Or I could say, looking up at the sky, Sports World Radio will be #1 forever and in the future.
That's
and it'll make
right.
billions of dollars.
There you go. And I'm telling you, your 16 chins will go away. I'm telling you. Because when I saw that picture, dude, on Facebook that you posted yesterday, the first thing I saw was your 16,000 chins you have.
I thought I looked really good. I had the Ted Williams hat and I had a nice Red Sox t-shirt on. Yeah.
What did your girlfriend say?
What did my girlfriend say? I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay, what did your lady friend say?
Other friends said I looked very handsome and looked like a really good man.
Nobody said anything about your 16,000 chins?
No, nobody did, because they know how to be respectful of privacy.
That's not respectful of privacy. It's not having the balls to tell the truth.
I'm rolling on the floor laughing here.
That's what it is, Sean. It's not having the balls to tell you the truth. I'm a true friend, Sean.
Yes, I know you are, Jeff.
I'm a true friend. A true friend tells his friend the truth, right?
Right.
Well, I'm telling you the truth.
Yes. Okay, maybe I should... yeah, it can be worked on for pictures. It can
Next
be worked
time,
on.
Because I know how you are. You're going to go out tomorrow, you're going to take your walk, and you're going to take a picture, right? So, when you're out there taking your walk tomorrow, wherever you are, just put your hand up in the air with your cell phone ready to take your picture and just look up to the sky and smile and snap that picture. That's all I'm asking. That's all I mean. I know you. You're going to go out tomorrow, take your walk. So take your picture. See, the picture that you have on Skype right now, okay?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. The picture you have on Skype right now, your arm is straight forward, right?
Yeah.
And your head is kind of crunched down, and you can still see your 16,000 chins, right? You see how your arm is straight forward like that in the Skype picture?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, I want you to take your arm that's straight forward like that and lift it 45 degrees.
What?
Yeah, lift it up.
Oh,
lift it up above your head. Then take your head and lift your head up and look at the camera and smile and snap the picture. That's how I want you to do it. Because you'll get rid of all your 16,000 chins. Your neck will be nice and out there, and you'll have a nice smile on your face. You'll be thinking of Sports World Radio going up and high forever. Smile. Yeah, that's the picture I want. I'm telling you, man, it'll be rocking. People will love it. I'm telling you, man, that's the way to go.
I can't believe this.
That's the way to go, bro.
Yes, that is the way to go.
See, you'll get rid of your 16 million chins that way.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll be handsome, and all your lady friends will be like, wow, that's really a great picture. See?
I'll be like, oh, wow, that's, very attractive and very good, if you ask me.
Okay, so I want you to do that, and then I want you to post it on Facebook because I want to see it.
You want to see it, and you want to see that things come out and look really, really good.
That's right. I want to see that selfie with you looking up into the sky with that big smile on your face.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. Your hand above your head, look up to your hand, and just smile and go snap and take that picture. You take a lot of selfies. They're all looking down. I don't want to see down. I want to see up.
All right, so it's like he wants to see optimism.
Up.
He wants to see
Up.
positive optimism.
Up. That's right. Up. Chin boy. Up. Up. Hey, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. You're listening to Sports World Radio.
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Back to Sports World Radio. I'm Jeff Escal, the host, with Sean Mann as the co-host here, like he is each and every day with us. All right, so what we're going to do in the second hour of the show, that's right, I said second hour of the show because we go 2 hours Monday through Friday. So join us each day. Second hour of the show, we are going to give out our baseball awards. We're gonna see how close we are.
Afraid of you running away, honey. I get the
Basically, it's an educated guess. And then the All-Star break, we'll give out our half-year awards. At the end of the season, we'll give out our baseball awards. And
your eyes give you away.
Picks.
Something inside you is feeling like I do. You said all there is to say.
Yeah, that's right. I do a lot of research too. It's only the first we're only a few games in, so it's not like it's a big deal.
No, it's not like it's a big deal, so it'll work. Okay, so Sean, who are you taking? What do you want to do? How do you want to do this? American League, Cy Young, MVP? How do you want to start, my friend?
I thought, Jeff, that we could start here for our second hour the American League Manager of the Year.
American League Manager of the Year.
Mm-hmm. And I went with, and I think this is going to be a bounce-back year for the Angels, I went with Mike Scioscia.
You went with Mike Scioscia, huh?
Yeah, I think, he's going to be wanting to make sure that the Angels are a much improved team this year. The Angels will make a lot of noise. Remember, we picked them both, you and I did, for the AL West to win that division. So I'm going to go with Mike Scioscia.
Okay, so we got Brian from Arena Sports Network in the house, and he says Robin Ventura.
That's a good pick,
White
too.
Sox
I had him
manager.
as another possibility.
Okay, check this out. I have this in my head. I don't know why. I'm going to go with Brad Asmus, the new manager of the Detroit Tigers, because I do believe I picked Detroit Tigers to win the Central, correct?
Yeah, you did. You picked them slightly over Kansas City from our show we had a few days ago.
Right, so I'm taking Brad Asmus. I like to say it like that, Brad Asmus, because that's what I think of him. So first-year manager, why not?
Give
Let's
it
go
a
for
shot.
it.
See how and it's always good that when a new manager gets hired, it's the rookie. And it's like we talked about in the last hour about the Redskins. It's like with Brad Asmus, it's like, how well will he do? It's going to be a new system that he's going to run as manager of the Tigers since Jim Leland isn't there.
And I find it funny that they do the giveaway manager of the year and stuff. All the manager does is put the lineup together. He doesn't really do too much, right? He doesn't
Put
play
the
the
lineup
game.
together and go over situations and plays. 'Cause
Doesn't
there's a
play
lot
the
to
game.
this
Yeah, but he doesn't play the game.
No.
Brian says it's a two-horse race in the AL Central between Detroit and Chicago. So he went with Robin. I'm going with Brad. And who'd you pick?
I went with Mike Scioscia to take the
Mike
American
Scioscia.
League Manager of the Year.
Didn't I pick Bob Melvin last year?
Yeah, you did. You picked Bob Melvin of the Oakland Athletics.
And who won it last year?
Last year, the manager who won it was Terry Francona, who won the American League Manager of the Year.
That's right. I don't think he's going to win it this year. I think it's going to go to Brad.
Probably it was because, and I was kind of surprised too, it was kind of like a Francona, John Farrell, Melvin, because the three had done such a great
Correct.
job at turning the organizations around.
Yeah.
The American League Cy Young Award winner, Jeff.
The American League Cy Young Award winner. I'm going to go with David Price.
Good choice. He's
Tampa
another
Bay.
good pitcher. And remember, last year he did very well for the Tampa Bay Rays. And you got to remember, too, Jeff, you picked the Rays to win the American League East this year because you see kind of a young team and you want to see somebody rather than the Red Sox or the Yankees.
Yeah.
And
before you make your pick,
Mhm.
I bet you're going to be a homer on this pick.
Actually, I'm not going to be a homer on this pick, Jeff. I'm going with Justin Verlander.
Oh, jeez, Louise. He got smoked opening day, didn't he?
He got smoked, but there's still a lot of improvement. He is still a good pitcher, though.
I don't think him or Scherzer are going to have Cy Young Year awards. I think they're going to have enough to win, but I don't think they're going to have enough to have Cy Young Award win years. How about that for a little prediction, kids? You like that prediction? You like those apples? Those are some good, tasty apples right there. Right there.
So that was it. Verlander, Jeff goes with David Price. You want to make sure you go with pitchers who have got experience and have done phenomenal jobs the last couple
If I
of years.
remember correctly, I got David Price on my fantasy team.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, this was kind of a tough one for me, and this one might be a tough one for you, but the American League Rookie of the Year.
That's going to be a tough one.
That's like a guess for you and I. I really struggled with that one.
You know what? Why don't you go first so I can copy you because I don't know any rookies yet.
Well, I kept thinking Jackie Bradley Jr. maybe as a possibility.
Jackie
I
Bradley
have to
Jr.
do more research, but I threw a guess out.
Okay, let's save that till half season. I don't know any rookies, and we'll come upon them during the season. Okay?
I'll just save it and wait till we get there. Yeah.
Brian says Chris Sale for the Cy Young Award. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, see, he has no call on Rookie of the Year yet either, so I don't feel so bad.
That was the hardest one right there,
I
was
don't
to try to
feel so
figure
bad.
out who I would think was going to be the American League Rookie of the Year.
Okay, what's the next one?
The next category we have, the last one, American League MVP.
Well, now, there we go. Now, I'm going to let you go first this time.
I'm going to go back with Miguel Cabrera, Detroit Tigers.
Miguel Cabrera, Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
You got Miguel, you got Trout, you got Davis, you could have a pitcher. These are all the usual subjects, right?
Right.
I'm going to go with Derek Jeter.
Oh, you're going to go. So Jeff's going to take, and you're probably saying, look, it's his last year. Jeter wants to go out on a big note, winning a World Series or not.
I'm going with Derek Jeter. Because right now, he is the most valuable player for the Yankees. He gets hurt, you might as well say goodbye to the playoffs.
Well, Jeter said there's no regrets and there's no going back. He says, look, this is my final year as a Yankee. I need to move on with my life. I got other things I want to do. And he's won 5 championships. So he's probably said, I've passed it all. I've won titles. Yeah. I want to go out on a high note. You don't want to go out on a low note being injured. No question about it.
I'm going to go with Derek Jeter. That's an odd pick, but I think so. Come on, you freaking Knicks. You better win tonight. Okay, go to the National League. Sorry.
All right, the next category we have, since we're going to probably save the NL Rookie of the Year, we're going to start off with the National League Manager of the Year.
National League Manager of the Year. Phil Jackson in the house watching the game. You going to watch your boys lose? National League Manager of the Year. Why are you sitting in the stands and not in the box where you can... Who's that dude sitting next to you with the long hair? Yeah, third and final season as the New York Knicks head coach. 104 and 77. That's not too bad, actually. In 3 years as the Knicks head coach, that's not too bad. National League, huh?
Yeah, the National League Manager of the Year, Jeff. Who do you think has the best chance to win it this year?
Brian says Mike Matheny of St. Louis.
That's a good choice because Matheny did a great job with the Cardinals World Series last year. He took them to the NLCS in 2012 because he took over for Tony La Russa.
I'm going to do something that nobody has the cojones to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I picked Brad Asmus, first-year manager in Detroit, correct?
Yeah, you picked him for the Tigers.
So why not do it in the National League? I'm taking Matt Williams.
Matt Williams, Washington Nationals.
First-year manager in the National League, correct?
Yeah. He took over for Davey Johnson.
Neither of them have managerial experience, correct?
Correct. Neither of them, they do not have the experience.
Nobody has the cojones to do it. I got the cojones to pick them. I'm picking both of them. How about that right there?
Oh, that was a tough choice for me, but Jeff, you read my mind. I'm going to change my pick. I'm actually going to go with Matt Williams too, because Matt Williams very well could just turn that team around.
Who was your original pick?
He doesn't have the experience, but he's a great baseball player.
Who was your original pick?
I was going to go with Clint Hurdle of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
You did him last year.
So I changed it.
You can't do him 2 years in a row. You're lucky You're lucky I allowed you to pick him last year.
Yeah, I looked at my list and I was like, oh shucks, I've already done him. I already did him last year.
You can't pick him. You can't pick anybody from the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm only kidding you.
I know, bud.
You know how much of a fan I am of them.
Too.
I can't stand those sons of Pittsburgh fans. Football, basketball, or hockey, or baseball, whatever. The only Pittsburgh team I like is the Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. You ever see that movie? The basketball movie with Dr. J in it?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. You got to see that if you haven't seen it. It's a pretty funny movie. I think that's the movie where they go Jabberwocky. I think that's the one.
Yep.
They hypnotize a dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey, you know what? Let's run to a quick break. And the other side of the break, we'll finish up giving away our Major League Baseball awards. You're listening to Sports World Radio right here on SportsWorldRadio.com.
Sports World Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com, HonestAnswerRadio.com, and also don't forget, subscribe to our iTunes channel, people, and never ever miss an episode of Sports World Radio. Head on over to iTunes, type in Sports World Radio, all one word, subscribe to our iTunes channel, or catch us live each and every Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Okay, so before we went to break, we were doing our MLB awards. We did our AL awards. Really quick, recap the AL awards really quick, Sean, because I know you got them written down.
All right, Jeff, here's your list for the American League Manager of the Year. You picked Brad Ausmus to be the American League Manager of the Year. The American League Cy Young Award winner, Jeff, you went with David Price. AL Rookie of the Year, that is blank. We have not figured that out for both of us. And the AL MVP, Jeff, you picked Derek Jeter. National League Manager of the Year, Jeff and I both picked Matt Williams. And, of course, for me, kind of get everybody updated, okay, I picked Matt Williams. American League Manager of the Year, I went with Mike Scioscia. The American League Cy Young Award winner, I picked Justin Verlander. And I just threw out a guess. I don't know if he'll play this whole season, but I put Jackie Bradley Jr. for the American League Rookie of the Year, but I can do some more research down the road. And in the American League MVP, I picked Miguel Cabrera. That's your list right there.
Okay, so let's go on to our next.
All right, Jeff, the National League MVP. I am still trying to figure that out. What do you have for the NL MVP?
The NL MVP?
Yep.
My NL MVP, huh? NL MVP. That's the one that's the tricky one to me, I believe. That's the tricky one because you know damn well I'm not picking the one who won it last year.
Mm-hmm.
You notice how I didn't even say his name.
Yeah.
So I'm not picking him. ML MVP, NL MVP, NL MVP, NL MVP, NL MVP, NL MVP. That's a good one, man. Do you have one picked?
That was a tough one. I had trouble trying to figure that one out. That and the NL Rookie of the Year. I couldn't find one for the NL Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, well,
Those are
we'll
two
wait
tough
on the
choices.
we'll wait on the Rookie of the Year because we don't have to do that right now because freaking season just started. NL MVP.
That's tricky.
Yeah, and I don't want to pick him, but he keeps ringing in my head. So I think I'm gonna pick Andre Ethier.
Ooh. That's the one I was looking at too, Jeff, was Andre Ethier, but I was trying to look at other
Me too, but he keeps coming back into my head for some strange reason. I don't know why.
I know.
I don't know why.
Andre Ethier. That's who Jeff is going with, and that's what I'm going with too, because he's the only one that's stuck in my head, and I can't seem to get to shake him off.
Exactly how I feel, and I don't know why, because it stinks. I mean, I have him on my fantasy baseball team, but I'm not a Dodger fan.
I'm not a Dodger fan either.
So it stinks for me. But there it is.
This was an easy choice for me, and the National League Cy Young Award winner, Jeff. I went with Clayton Kershaw.
Well, since now that's not going to happen, why'd you do that? He's
Kershaw
out.
is a good pitcher. I think he has a very good chance.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Don't you know he's out until at least May?
He comes back from his injury in May, and
Done.
he'll pick up right where he left off. I think he has a good chance to win the National League
Not going to happen.
Cy Young Award.
Not going to happen because of his injury. Not going to happen.
I'm so glad we got 2 more shots at the awards.
Not going to even be close. Not going to be even close. I really want to pick Zach Greinke. I solely do, man.
He's on your fantasy
I
team,
know.
isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that kid. I'm picking Zach.
So Jeff is going with Zach Greinke, an NL Cy Young Award winner.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Clayton Kershaw is going to be even close to it this year because of his back.
Zach Greinke. Yep, got it.
And, Kershaw now is out till at least May. You know how many? That's what? That's 5 games he's going to miss? 5 outings? That's done, finished. No way he'll get to 20 games.
So those are the picks except for the Rookies of the Year. So we'll wait for that later on.
No way Kershaw will get to be a 20-game winner this year, missing 5 games like that. Not going to happen. It could be even Matt Cain, too.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to go with Zach, I think. Who'd you take him to?
For a National League Cy Young Award winner?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who'd you take?
I took Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, Clayton Kershaw, that's right. See? That's such a bad choice. I asked you who you took. I wanted to make sure you were taking him. But okay.
But Jeff, that's fine because we still have 2 more shots at this to give out our awards and seeing who we think, because we have a long season.
Yeah,
to go.
but I want to see how right I was from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. That's what I'm really counting on.
Can't wait till the All-Star break.
I can't wait to laugh at you about your Kurt and Kershaw pick.
Yeah, you'll be laughing in my face.
I'm
like
laughing
you
at.
always do.
I'm laughing at it now. Can you imagine how I'm going to be laughing at it halfway through the season?
Here's another story. Our final one for baseball. Your World Series champions in the American League, Jeff. You know I'm going to be the homer on this one. The Boston Red Sox.
Are you playing? Those are your champs?
That's the team I have representing the American League. And the National League, I'm picking the LA Dodgers, a Red Sox-Dodgers World Series.
I'm going. I'm going Tampa Bay, Atlanta.
Oh, and I know exactly why you picked Tampa Bay Rays, because you want anybody rather than the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Well, I got them winning the East, so I'm going with Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
And your World Series winner.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Rays. And that's who Jeff is picking.
And you're taking the Boston Red Sox, I presume.
Absolutely.
Freaking homer. What a homer you are.
Hey, I'm happy about it. They won the World Series. They have a very good chance to repeat. Boston Red Sox, I picked them last year, and look what happened, everybody. They won the World Series.
So much for being a neutral broadcaster. What a homer. What a homer you are.
Hey, man.
Hey, how's your NCAA pool?
I'm going to go right there right now our NCAA.
Just as bad as that homer pick you just made?
It's not a homer pick. It's called sticking with your teams to the end and knowing that they have a very good shot every year to win it.
They're not going to freaking even win it. Come on.
You don't know, Jeff.
I do
know. If they
know.
stay healthy, they could have a very good shot at winning the whole thing.
I do know. I'm the master of predictions. I do know.
Yeah? Well, your master predictions didn't come out right in October last year.
Don't matter. It'll come out right this year.
Yeah.
Hey, I did say that Pittsburgh wasn't going to win the World Series. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So
yeah.
I was right. I was right, wasn't I?
Yes.
Okay, then. Master predictions. Master of predictions. And don't you forget it.
I am doing very bad in my pool.
Hey, who predicted that the freaking Florida coach that got fired, Urban Meyer, would be the next Ohio State coach? Almost.
Jeff is going to have to mention that to me.
Over a year in advance. Who said it?
You did.
Thank you very much. Over a year in advance, I said it.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you very much. That's right. That's right. So don't mess with me there, bathroom boy.
I'm just making a point that you can't always get every prediction right because sometimes predictions come out to be farces.
Hey, I might be mistaken, but I'm never wrong. You gotta come to grips with that. I might be mistaken every now and then, but I'm never wrong. You must come to grips with that. Remember that. I told my dad that the other day. We were having a conversation. He said I was wrong about something. I said I'm never wrong. I might be mistaken every once in a while, but I'm never wrong. And he did the same thing you just did. Laughed. Hey,
all right. I'm looking at my bracket right now. I am looking bad. I don't even have anybody out of my Final Four. I got thumped from day one.
Well, I only have one team left in the Final Four, and that's Florida, and I don't even have them winning it. So I'm done. You and I are gonna finish in last place.
Oh, great, lovely. So it's gonna be a battle for last between Jeff and I. Oh, that's just nice.
What am I? 1 point ahead of you right now?
Yes, I have 36 points. Woo-hoo. Jeff has got 37.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Punch Medley, kick his butt. Be ahead of him.
Who's winning? Kenny?
Kenny has got this thing booked and all figured out.
Yeah, he cheats, man.
Kenny would not say that. Well, remember, he's the one who said a public apology on his show on Chilling with Jeff and Kenny.
That's right, I know. He said it, and he doesn't even have a Kentucky in this Final Four. And I don't know how he's still winning. I think there's no way in hell that Kenny has Florida, UConn, Wisconsin, and Kentucky in his Final Four. There's no way. I know for a fact he doesn't have Kentucky in his Final Four. He might have Florida, but I know there's no way he can have UConn and Wisconsin in there. I think there's only 16 people that had this Final Four. And all of the Yahoo freaking things. 16 people. out of 16 billion that played. How crazy is that?
That's nuts.
There's no way Kenny C has. If Kenny C has this Final Four, then we got to bring him on the show and talk some sports with us because he's a smart son of a bitch.
And then Kenny will say, you see, I told you, thank God I'm a country boy. And the country boy came through. You've probably been listening to a lot of Elton John
What
there.
a country bumpkin he is. There's no
Thank
way.
God I'm a country boy.
There's no freaking way he got this Final Four. Hey, don't forget, this Friday coming up, in our second hour of the show, we're going to be talking all things WrestleMania. With WrestleMania coming up, WrestleMania 30 coming up this Sunday, as me being a big, huge wrestling fan, WWE wrestling fan, we're going to do an hour's worth of nothing but WrestleMania talk. So join us for that this Friday on Sports World Radio. It's going to be a lot of fun, so join us for that. We're going to run to a quick commercial break. You're listening to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com.
Welcome, everybody, to the last update for Sports World Radio. We're going to start off right now with Major League Baseball and discuss what we got right now. The season, as you know, in full swing. Here are the finals from today's games in Major League Baseball. We'll start in the National League. Here's the finals. The Braves, they shut out the Brewers 1-0. The Cardinals and the Reds, they are in a rain delay right now. And the game's in progress. Cubs at Pirates. That game is scoreless, top second. Nationals at Mets, and the Mets have a 1-0 lead. The Rockies strike for 3 runs in the first inning as they're taking on the Miami Marlins. The Giants at the Diamondbacks. These are the late games tonight. And the Dodgers at the Padres, and I know that Jeff will be watching that game. In the American League, here are the games. Tigers, they take it 2-1 in extra innings against the Royals. White Sox 7, Twins 6. That game went 11 innings. Athletics 6, Indians 1. And here are the other games we got going on right now. Bottom of the second, the Red Sox and the Orioles are scoreless, 0-0. The Blue Jays at the Rays, no score in that one down in St. Petersburg, Florida. Here are the other games. The Yankees at the Astros, Indians at the Athletics, and the Mariners are taking on the Angels. So those are the games we got coming up right now for baseball-wise. In the NBA, here are the games we got coming up right now. Games in progress. Pistons and Pacers. This is a big game. 23-15 Pistons over Pacers. 4 minutes in the first quarter. The Nets and the Knicks, this game is evened up at 18, and that game right now is on ESPN. 2 minutes and 28 seconds in the first quarter.
No duh, I'm watching it right now.
Cavaliers and the Magic, 29-18, the Cavaliers over the Magic. Bobcats and 76ers, Bobcats lead 28-15. Rockets, Raptors, 25-14, the Rockets, 25-17 now. The Raptors just hit a 3. Celtics and the Wizards, Wizards up 25-15. Here are the other games that we have going on right now in the NBA for later. Bulls at Hawks, Bucks at Heat, Grizzlies at Timberwolves, Warriors at Spurs, Pelicans at Nuggets, Clippers at Suns, and the Lakers taking on the Kings. In the National Hockey League, there are 4 games for tonight. Actually, 7 minutes and 7 seconds. The Islanders and the Senators. That score is scoreless after the first period now going on. And the game coming up, 28 minutes, the Bruins at the Red Wings on NBC Sports Network. And after that game, the Coyotes at Kings. That's the doubleheader tonight on NBC Sports Network. And the other game, Oilers at the Ducks. Right back, everybody, after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell say at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
To Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com. We do this each and every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. on the West, 6 p.m. on the East. And if you live in the Central,
it's that simple. Figure it out for your dang self.
Damn Skippy. All right, Sean, what do you got for me now, buddy?
All right, the next one we're going to talk about for a story is from college basketball. The Cougars have hired Calvin Sampson.
The Cougars?
Houston has hired NBA assistant and former college basketball coach Calvin Sampson. Replaced former,
Calvin Sampson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be the Indiana head coach, right?
He was an assistant with the Houston Rockets.
Before that, he was the Indiana head coach.
Yep.
Yeah, and he had some things come down. NCAA came down on him hard. So he left the NCAA, went into NBA. Now he's back in college basketball.
Yeah, now, is this a good move, Jeff, or a bad move?
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if he's figured out how to do it the right way this time in college. Or is he going to continue his wicked ways? Get in there.
That's a good point. You know, it'll be interesting to see how well Calvin Sampson does because he got busted. He got in trouble for what he did. Very debatable how well he'll do it with the Cougars and that Houston program.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to wait back and see because college basketball is almost over. So we'll have to kick back and wait and see. What do you got for me next, buddy?
That's like red flag. The next one we got to talk about is we go to the NFL again. Of course, everybody talks about Deshaun Jackson. Sources as the cornerback Champ Bailey, and the Saints have decided that they're going to meet, maybe to have a contract what would everybody's thoughts be about Champ Bailey being a New Orleans Saints, even though he is getting up there?
He wants to win the Super Bowl before he retires, man. Denver doesn't want him no more. He wants to win a Super Bowl. So he's got his choice of teams I bet you he can go to try and win that Super Bowl. St. Louis, I mean, New Orleans is not a bad place to go. They got a good offense. He would improve the defense a little bit.
Yeah, he would be a perfect fit for that team in New Orleans. And I'm sure Kenny C., since we were giving him a bad time, just doing it for fun, though, I'm sure he would welcome the idea of having Champ Bailey there. And he's a good football player. And you're right. He wants to win a Super Bowl bad because it was a devastating loss after that embarrassment of 43-8 against Seattle. So he's like saying, look, I want to go out with the ring or maybe two of them. I'm getting to my point where I've got maybe a couple more years left to be a cornerback.
Yeah, if that. He might not even be able to play that. They might have to move him to safety or something where he can, it's not as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cornerback Champ Bailey, here it is. One of the premier names left on the free agent market, visited with the New Orleans Saints on Tuesday, according to league sources. The 12-time Pro Bowler plans to take at least one more trip. Depending on his talks with the Saints, a source told ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter. As you all know, a couple weeks ago, Champ Bailey was released from the New Orleans Saints.
No, he was released from Denver.
Denver Broncos, and he's looking at the Saints. I was going to correct that.
Yeah, he was released from Denver, not the Saints. He's looking at the Saints to stay in football, which isn't a bad idea. If he wants to win a Super Bowl before he retires, I don't blame the guy.
After that, what happened with them against Seattle? Yeah.
And the Saints will use him the right way. They got Ryans, the defensive coordinator, over there, so they'll use him the right way.
Yep.
I think he'll be a good fit over there. I really do. It's not like he's an offensive guy. I mean, he plays corner. So he has to do some one-on-one. But if he moves to free safety, it's kind of like playing center field. I think it would be better for him. He keeps everything in front of him that way. You know what I mean? It might be a better move for him over there. We'll see what happens over there. What do you got for me next before we go to our next break?
Another one that we stay with, of course, the NFL. Of course, the talk continues of the NFL. And this is from the Encyclopedia, man. He told me this a few days ago to mention. The talk continuing about expanding the NFL playoffs, going from 12 to 14 teams, continues to build a lot of rumors and continues to get big. And, Jeff, if this happens, football is starting to decline, in my opinion.
The Jerry Jones rule?
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling
blame
this.
that person from Dallas, Texas, Jones, because he's the one who wanted to have.
That's what I'm calling this, the Jerry Jones rule, because this is ridiculous. How come nobody's got the balls to stand up to Jerry Jones and just tell him to stop?
I know you would. I know if you met him in person or had him on the show, you'd tell him to stop. And then he'd bring you on. Then he'd try to put our show to an end.
It wouldn't do no good. It wouldn't do no good because he's stuck in his ways. You know what I would like to say to him?
What?
Doing the same thing is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result is the same. Is the definition of insanity. And you know what? That's what you're doing. You're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. That's why you're 3-8. That's why you're 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. Because you haven't.
And even.
It's ridiculous.
And even if they would have done the expansion, Jeff. Excuse me too, by the way, bud. The Cowboys would not even have made the playoffs. But yeah, it's not likely to happen until 2015. But the NFL playoffs could be getting just a bit closer.
I hate that rule.
With 2 more teams qualifying.
I hate that. And then you get 3 games on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and a Monday night game in the playoffs. Get the flock out of here.
In my opinion, this is just the worst move that the NFL is doing because then all of a sudden the NFL will be declining. And Mark Cuban's going to come back and he's going to say, I'm the Mavericks owner. I'm not much involved with the NFL. I'm an NBA owner. But he'll say, told you so, told you so.
Yeah, no, he's he can end up being right on this whole freaking thing, man.
And then in 5 or 10 years, boom, the NFL will decline. But, Frank, our good buddy who comes in for the second hour, even said that the NFL possibly would decline in 5 years as far as the NFL popularity goes.
Well, if they keep going the way they're going, it could very well.
It's like, who wants to watch the NFL with the way it's going?
I'm starting not to. It's starting to drive me a little bonkers, man, to tell you the truth. You know, all these freaking games, Thursday night games, 3 games on Saturday, 15,000 games on... What the hell are you doing, man? You know? Game on Thursday, 4 games on Sunday, 1 game on Monday.
Yeah.
Now you're going to... And then during the playoffs, you're going to have the first week, 3 games on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and 1 on Monday. Why don't you just go 3 games on Saturday and 3 games on Sunday? To hell with Monday.
And I would keep wondering what's going to happen next with this, too, because all that – remember the talk we had for shows about – we got the commercial break coming up, but real quickly, all that talk, Jeff, about how possibly the NFL Super Bowl, instead of it being played on Sunday, could possibly, everybody, be played on a Saturday.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Fine with it.
I'm okay with that. That move I don't have a problem with, because then everybody would go to work on Monday. Because we know the day after the Super Bowl, Monday, is national holiday, because everybody don't go to work that day.
Yeah,
you know?
Kids call in sick. People are too tired from watching the Super Bowl.
Got a hangover
Everybody
and all that
says,
crap.
No,
Yeah.
I can't come
right.
in. We're too tired.
On that note, we're going to run to a quick break. You're listening to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com.
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us," and really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Let me turn off my TV.
Hey, welcome back. We're back up on the air. We got a surprise for everybody. Our good friend Laura is joining us on the phone. Hey, kiddo, how are you?
Sore. That's what I get for being gainfully employed.
Well, yeah, gainfully employed and a single mommy now.
Basically, yeah.
Well, that's a tough position. Gainfully employed and a single mommy. That kind of stinkage.
Yeah, Yeah, but you know what? I have an awesome kid.
And that's all that really matters.
There you go.
He's amazing.
In fact,
Should have seen the video I took of him today. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah? Hey, Laura, were you
Yeah.
listening to the show? Speaking of pictures, were you listening to the show when I was talking about Sean's selfie?
Oh, no! Don't you do this!
You weren't listening to the show?
No, I didn't
Okay,
know
well,
about that.
I know that you're a friend of Sean on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever he posts a selfie, you get the selfie, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love that sneeze. Bless you.
Bless you.
Missed that sneeze.
Jeff, you were talking about a selfie, right?
Your selfie particularly. Bless you.
I'm just being creative with the pictures here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being creative with the
I
pictures.
don't mind the selfies. I just don't like the way you take them. Now, before I get into this, Laura,
Yes.
when you take a selfie, do you prefer to look up or down?
God.
I'm sensing a trick question.
What the heck? No, it's not a trick question. Do you prefer to look up or down?
I look into my camera.
Okay, is your arm up so you have to look up, or is your arm down so you're looking down at the camera?
I guess looking up.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez. What is this?
That's the way you take a selfie, Sean. So if you take your selfie looking down, Sean, yeah, see, that even agrees with me. If you take it, what the hell is that?
You guys are bad. What is this? What is that?
That's a ringtone on my phone. I have a certain someone texting me.
That is great. We got to time it where I'm saying something funny and it happens.
What is that, a smartphone?
Yeah, I have a Galaxy S3.
You have a smartphone? I didn't know you that smart.
iPhones and smartphones are popular. Yeah.
So because
I don't go iPhone, I go Android.
Laura, because the reason why I'm saying it is because our good friend Sean over here has a tendency to take all his selfies looking down.
Well, here's the thing. A selfie is basically however the hell you want to take it.
See, Jeff, what do you say about that? Laura's backing me up.
She's not going to back you up after I say what I'm going to say.
Oh, great. Okay. Here we go. Here it comes. Here it is.
She's going to be on my side after this.
Oh, please.
Okay.
When Sean takes his selfie looking down, you get to see his 16,000 chins he has.
Oh, Jeff.
If he takes a selfie looking up, you won't see the 16,000 chins.
And here's the thing, Jeff. Even Laura agrees with me and even feels bad because that's exactly what Jeff is doing coming after me. Thank goodness I'm watching the Red Sox
If she
game.
goes to your Facebook page and looks at the last selfie that you put up, you can see your 16,000 chins.
And you're just so gallant that you point that out. Really, Jeff.
Listen, you want to...
See, my phone agrees with me.
That's hysterical. I love that.
The
I
phone
want
and
that.
Laura are on my side.
I want that sound clip, Laura. No, because that is the first thing I saw when I saw the picture.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm on my Facebook right now, and the picture looks very good. I got my Ted Williams hat on and a Red Sox t-shirt. I'm out in Idaho having a blast.
But look at the 16 chins you have.
Well, that,
See, but you see it, Sean, right?
Jeff.
I am the only one of his friends that has the balls enough to tell him the truth.
Okay.
Maybe I should just get rid of...
See, here's the thing, Jeff. It's one thing to go and tell your friend the truth. It's another to do it on a freaking show.
It makes for great radio. That's why I do it.
No, it makes you a douche cookie.
A douche cookie.
Wow.
A douche cookie.
It makes you a Jack Hole McDouche cookie.
A Jackhole McDouche cookie. Sean, she's coming up with better words than you.
Hey,
it's not hard to do that.
I'm just happy because Laura is a great friend. I've known her since
But she hasn't seen the picture
she's
yet.
standing up for me, and that's a good thing. I need people to stand up for me.
She's standing up for you without seeing the picture yet.
Yeah, when she sees the picture.
You know what? Here's the thing, Jeff. It doesn't matter. You can sit there and be a friend in private and say, dude, next time, which is rather interesting, you giving looks and critique on pictures to a friend. It happens to be a guy, but okay. You do it in private.
No, you tell him.
That's what you do. You do it in private.
You tell him the first time you get a chance to talk to him.
You know what? Okay, here's the thing. I've been in shows with you before, Jeff. There's a period of time when the two of you chat that you're not on air. You could have told him then, but no.
I did.
No, you got to blast it all over the goddamn internet.
I did tell him I was telling him. I told him about it off the air, and then I told him I was going to tell him about it on the air, and he said, "Oh, okay."
Oh, so you agreed to it? Oh, really? Sean, you agreed to it?
I'm asleep. All I'm hearing is jibber jabber from Jeff, and all I'm hearing is...
Okay, since you agreed to it, okay, game on then.
Exactly.
No, Laura, here's the point. When I was snoring and sleeping, it means all I'm hearing is jibber jabber from Jeff, and I'm appreciating the fact that my friend Laura, who lives down there in the South, agrees with me over there, and even the smartphone agrees with me over there. So, yeah. Hey, I've been with them long enough to realize I can take the heat, and I can give it
buddy.
right on back.
That's right, buddy. I'm just telling you. Try this way, Laura. This is the advice I gave him. I want him to take his hand and lift it to the sky with his phone in it, so it forces him to move his neck up and look up at the sky and put a big smile on your face and take that picture. That's the kind of selfie I want to see from him.
Oh my God!
You take that, but you don't sit there and go, dude. Next time, don't look down because then you have all these multiple chins and crap. And that's just freaking wrong.
No, it's being honest. I'm being honest to a friend. I'm telling him the truth. Wouldn't he? Don't you want to hear the truth from your friend?
Okay, let's the person we need to ask. Okay, Sean.
Yes?
Do you want to hear the truth?
I don't have time for the truth. I'm watching a Boston.
No. Don't you dare even try ducking that with me.
But Laura, I'm a Red Sox fan. The Red Sox game is on.
You're going to have to wait. I got the Knick game on. You're going to have to wait.
Oh,
answer
Laura. That's a great final segment.
If you're okay with all that, with him doing it on the air and with him being honest with you, I just have some advice for you, Sean.
Yes.
Shut up!
Hey, Laura, you got to be careful with who you're talking to. You're talking to the Idaho Spud Man. I live up in the land of potatoes.
I live down in the South. We're tougher.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll send you some spuds to get you through your sorrows.
Oh, God.
Dude, that was lame. You couldn't stand a chance 5 minutes in my presence.
I'll be like, I'll knock on the door. I'll go, knock, knock. Hi, Laura. Here's some spuds. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Talking of a gun.
I wouldn't be able to last 5 seconds in your presence either. All you got to do is show me that shoulder, and I'm milk.
Show some class.
Jeff went no class if it smacked him upside the head.
Hey, I'm trying to help Sean make a better picture for himself.
Well, we did with the caricatures. Look at the caricature picture we have on Sports World Radio.
I know, and look at your double chin.
There is not even, I'm looking at it, there is no double chin. All you see is a guy with the Red Sox t-shirt and a Bruins cap on, enjoying his Boston sports and enjoying the radio show.
You see what I got to put up with, Laura?
And you call me a homer. I'm not a homer. I just know how to pick the teams.
You see what I got to put up with, Laura?
I see that. You know what? I have a great way in debunking all of this.
And it is?
Oh, yeah. All right, let's hear it. What is it?
Is it on your Facebook page, Sean?
Yeah. The selfie?
Yes.
Yes.
I look very nice as a profile picture.
I'm going on your page right now, Sean.
Oh, no! Laura, make sure it's a compliment. Make sure it's really appropriate.
Really?
I'm going over there in the comment section. I'm gonna put down. Don't take any more selfies looking at the ground.
No, otherwise other people.
Supposed selfie.
Otherwise other people see that, and then I'll get attacked, and they'll say, "What happened?" And I'll say, "I learned it from the host of SportsWorld Radio."
His selfie's there somewhere. It went on there yesterday.
I have 16,000 chins. Whatever.
See, Laura agrees with me. She just looked at my picture, Jeff, so you're wrong and you're outnumbered on this one.
That's not a bad picture.
Thank you. That was outside in Hayden, Idaho.
He looks like Howdy Doody with 16,000 chins.
No, I look like a great Red Sox fan with that nice Ted Williams hat on. Yeah.
Oh, God. You and your freaking Ted Williams hat. Hey, we're in the year 2012. Or 14, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, it's 2014.
Yeah.
Well, big deal. It's just another year. But I can always enjoy my famous players and favorite players and stuff like that.
Get up to date, Chin Boy.
What was that supposed to be?
Yeah, that's going to be your new nickname, Chin Boy.
Oh, great. There's another nickname I can write down. Yeah, lovely.
It could be worse.
Oh, what worse could that be, Laura?
Bathroom Boy? Bathroom Boy?
Yeah, because Jeff hasn't gotten over the bathroom stuff, right?
Yeah, Bathroom Boy.
Well, think of the people in the concession stand in the bathrooms. That's what I was trying to show courtesy when the lights went out at the Superdome.
Do you believe that, Laura?
About that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I find that to be amusing. He'd think the first thought when the lights go out at the Superdome is, oh, my God, the people in the bathroom. I find it funny.
Concession stands, bathrooms, everywhere. Come on.
Oh, my God, the people in the bathroom. Some guy might be pissing on somebody. Oh, my God, the heinous.
Okay, Jeff and Laura, here's the thing. If you went to the bathroom and the lights went out when you were at a public event or a sporting event, how would you feel?
I'd keep pissing.
I'd be like, who's the idiot that shut off the lights?
The power went out in the whole stadium during the football game.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, I'd just keep pissing. That's the name of that tune. Hey, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. Here on Sports World Radio. Thank you for Laura for joining us in the second half of the show, Laura. We appreciate it. Hang out right there. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. Have a great sports night. We will see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Perfect.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?